This is Carlisle on your Fast Life Motorcycle channel. Really been a tough week. Um, Yet again, another sad news brief. We just had the gentleman that was doing the Batman deal, visiting the sick kids, just died. Before that, it was Morgan Freeman's stepdaughter, stabbed to death in New York. And now I just heard about Seb, otherwise known as Moto Frogger, a motovlogger who passed away on August 14th. He was a good friend of Riding with Tom, and I'm not sure of all the details, but he apparently was on his Ducati and somehow ended up running into a tree and dying. Here's the news story right here. Someone just provided to me, and it says police are investigating the circumstances surrounding a fatal crash. Koimadai, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, north of Bacchus Marsh today. Motorcyclist was located deceased by a passing motorist at the intersection of Long Forest and Diggers Rest, Koimadai Road at 12:30 p.m. It appears the male rider has struck a tree and died at the scene. Police are still determining when exactly the crash occurred and the identity of the rider. So they just say late model Ducati. So there you have it. I'm going to put a link in the description to the video. Riding with Tom did an awesome video, a tribute to his friend. And definitely check it out. It was well done. And I just know it was difficult doing this. Unfortunately, I had to do videos like this myself, and it's not easy, man. I mean, you guys can sit here and watch and enjoy the video, but when you're doing a video like this and it's someone that you knew and you cared about and you're looking at clips of them in the shot, I know some of you guys that don't even know him watching the video, it can hit you guys as well. Can you imagine how it is for Riding with Tom? Really potentially hitting close to home. So definitely take a look at the video. Link is in the description on Riding with Tom's channel. And, sorry for your loss, Tom, and for all the rest of you riders. Ride safe. Let this be another reminder of what's at stake here. We love these motorcycles. I've said this time and time again, man. We love these motorcycles, but there's a lot of responsibility that comes with riding these bikes. We like to focus on just the fun and all the good times, and people crash and they're not wearing the proper gear and they get away with it, and we just stick on to those memories, and that's what we remember. And we try to kind of not think about situations like this with Seb, but pretending it doesn't exist, pretending it's not a real risk is not going to help anyone. Now, I'm not saying you got to go out there and ride afraid, but definitely every single one of you need to not take for granted the risks that you guys are taking. And what that means is not that you ride afraid, but what that means is that you do everything possible. There's only so much you can do, but do everything possible so you can be as safe as you can. Wear the best gear. I recommend all leathers, not synthetic, all leathers. Definitely no jeans. Wear a good helmet. And you guys that are off-road and even street riders, there's neck braces to consider. I mean, it really depends on how much you want to take it. How much is your life worth it to you? There's even there's race suits that have the inflatable deal where if you get off the bike, it'll inflate and protect you. Those are quite expensive, but again, it depends on how much your life is worth to you, and obviously as well how much money you have to spend. But definitely spend a lot of time thinking long and hard about how you ride, what you wear when you ride, where you ride, taking care of your bike. What's the condition of your bike? Do you practice a lot of evasive maneuvers? I practice a lot of evasive maneuvers. There's not a lot of stuff that's going to surprise me on the road because I generally expose myself to extreme scenarios on my terms. So I get used to it. So if something happens on the road, it's something that most likely I've experienced, off road. And when I say off road, I just mean in a controlled environment. Locking up the brakes, swerving, all this kind of stuff, so that you're prepared, because you never know when something could happen. And again, I realize there's only so much you can do, but if you're not doing all that you can, that's what I'm against. I mean, if you're going to ride these bikes, you simply have to take this very, very seriously, and be as safe as you possibly can, and realize that it's a lifelong journey. Don't ride for a few years and like, oh, I'm good, I've mastered this. I've been riding for quite some time now, and I'm still learning. MotoGP riders are still learning. The real riders who are taking this seriously will be learning for the rest of their lives, because it's a very skill oriented thing that we do. And as much as you learn, there's always more to learn. I can do a lot of things on bikes. I've ridden in snow, rainstorms, you name it. I've ridden motorcycles. But there's things like, for example, sliding. I don't do a lot of sliding. I don't come from a dirt bike background. So if I end up in a situation where I'm going to slide, I don't have a lot of practice and I don't have a lot of training, and that puts me at a disadvantage. And there's certain risks involved in that. So at some point in time, I want to start exploring that. But that's just one of the many things, many skills that I need to explore. So always realize it's a lifelong journey. So, again, go ahead, take a look at the video on Riding with Tom's channel. This is your Fast Life motorcycle channel. Got a lot of exciting things coming up. I'm going to try to, I know we're a little bit behind on this, but there's the 1,600-mile journey on the Aprilia video series coming up, and I'm trying to push that training series out, especially, incidents like this happening, and there were some other riders that have crashed as well. Those videos are not just entertainment, they're very, very important. So I really need to get them out there. A lot of riders don't want to spend the money on classes and all this kind of stuff. So, I can help with that by sharing the knowledge that I've attained from the classes I've been to, and all the books that I've read. There's a lot of knowledge that I want to share with you guys. My training series is CPRT, Carlos Picks Rider Training Series. There's already a lot of videos out already, but there's so much more that I want to cover for you guys. And again, this is probably one of the most important videos that I need to do. So I definitely need to reprioritize and get those things done. Anyway, ride safe, guys, and stay tuned for more right here on your Fast Life Motorcycle channel.